Boom! What's up, everyone? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday. We go live for free right here on this YouTube channel with myself, other TTD Pro Trader moderators, and special guests. Drop golden nuggets of education that can help you to become a better trader immediately. If you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to not only the right place, but you've come to the place. Take a moment. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share the stream on your own social media. Why should you listen to anything that we talk about on these live streams? Guys, I started my career working for a fund in New York City, my very first job right out of college, and then 2008 happened. And that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before I was ever able to touch $1 of their money, I first had to go through an intensive training program, had access to some of the top trading tools available, and was part of a community of like-minded traders that helped ensure my success as a trader. That is exactly what the True Trading Group platform is based on here now today. Tonight's live stream is going down as follows. First up, 15 to 20-minute Q&A session. I'm going to give some time for people to log on, come join us on the stream. Then we will dive into some important lessons and topics that can help you to become a more profitable trader as early as tomorrow. Now, I need you all to listen up, listen good. We're about to start that Q&A in just a moment. You've got myself, a trader with about 17 years of experience, telling you to ask me anything. Start typing your questions in chat right now. There is no such thing as a stupid question. There's no such thing as a silly question. I, too, once had a day one in my career, and trust me, I asked a million questions to my boss and the other traders that worked at the fund. That's where it is that I learned how to become the trader that I am here now today. So, folks, start typing your questions in chat right now, and let's go ahead and begin that Q&A. All right, folks. What's up? What do we got? Fire away. The world is your oyster. What's on your mind? What makes market go up? I believe Apple will go below 150. Your thoughts? Okay. I really don't mean this in a condescending or anything type of way, but what makes markets go up? Just the dynamics of the market. People, when there's more buying than there is selling, markets go up. Okay. That's really that. Okay. Now, believing that Apple goes below 150 is something that I actually think we do see, but I think that we don't go very far below that level. I actually think that Apple needs to just kind of do one of these. I think Apple kind of has to do this to kind of shake out the rest of the market. And then I think the markets could bounce. And I would expect Apple to bounce as well. Apple actually was very, very weak in the morning today. Bounced back nicely later in the day, but Apple was extremely weak today. You typically don't see Apple as weak as it was today. Apple's not usually the laggard in the big mega cap tech names. But today, Apple was down significantly more than Google, than Microsoft. Obviously, Amazon was up huge on the back of their $10 billion share buyback program, but more importantly, the 20-to-1 forward split news. So Amazon was up huge. Google and Microsoft were also red, but Apple was the worst, was the weakest. And it's not very often that you see that. I've been saying for a little while that I believe in order for the markets to really bottom, I think Apple's got to crack that 200-day moving average. So I'm kind of with you on that about that 150, but I don't think we go very much further below that. Do you guys signal option plays? Not just do we signal option plays. So we trade options and stocks every single day inside of True Trading Group. There's myself and 8 other professional traders that are in chat. Every day you get a watch list that has a list of stocks and a game plan that we intend on trading for the day. But you also get a list of option trades, a watch list of potential option trades. Every single day there are option trades being called out inside of True Trading Group, whether it's from myself or one of the 8 other professional traders that are trading throughout the course of the day. They could be a day trade. They could also be swing trades. We do both inside of True Trading Group. And then if it comes to education, we have an entire options curriculum as part of the curriculum that you get when you become a member of True Trading Group. So there's beginner option courses, which is just basic calls and puts. And then there's advanced options, which is more credit spreads and condors and strangles and straddles and, selling options for income and all of that. So if you're looking for an option, if you are an options trader, yes, TTG would be an ideal place for you. Why the movement up today? Your thoughts? Today really was a really tricky day in the overall markets, a very, very tricky day. We had a very big gap down. I actually do not like very big gap down or very big gap up days because sometimes when you get such a big gap, you get a little bit of a sideways type of action overall, like over the day, and the market becomes a little choppy. You kind of got that today. Now, today you had a complete breakdown of the Russia-Ukraine talks. It was the first time that the foreign ministers of the two countries sat down in person for talks, and it went absolutely nowhere. There was no progress made whatsoever between Ukraine and Russia. That caused the markets to gap down in the morning. Then we had the CPI number come out, 7.9%, higher than expected. Not insanely high. That number could have been a lot worse. A lot of people were thinking we were going to see a number like 8 or 9%. So it was high, but not as high as some people were afraid of. But that also was not a bullish sign or bullish signal. So you had no positive news today to cause the markets to move higher after the gap down. The only thing that I can think of that caused the markets to bounce today off of its lows, don't forget, the markets are still red today. We do not have a green day. The markets are lower today than they were yesterday. So put it into perspective when you're like, hey, what made the markets go up today? The markets actually went down today, but we went up from where we were early in the morning, still beneath where we were yesterday. And I just think it's because of the sell-off in oil. Oil went all the way down to like 106. And I think that you really are starting to see a little bit of a correlation there with the catalysts that are moving markets is Russia-Ukraine headlines, inflation, and oil. The longer that oil trades up around 120, 130, the more the market's going to hate it, because the longer oil sits at a price that high, the greater the chance you have of a recession or even stagflation. That's another thing that's not good. So the longer that oil sits up there, that's the issue you run into. So when oil starts to sell off like it did, it sold off yesterday. And the markets rallied because there was also hopes between Russia and Ukraine. Today, the markets gapped down because of Russia, Ukraine, and CPI data, but then moved higher later. And I think it was because oil once again continued lower. So that's the only positive that I can see on why the markets actually moved a little higher in the afternoon. And those are my thoughts. Well, then how much further down do you think oil will go down for now? Not much further. Not much further. In order for oil to go down much further, we're going to need some type of deal that's going to replace supply. We need some type of deal to replace supply. We need like 2 million barrels a day. That's what we got to pick up, like 2 million barrels a day from somewhere. We got to get it from somewhere. So we either got to get OPEC to increase their output. We're gonna, the U.S. is trying to negotiate deals to get oil from Iran, Venezuela, but U.S. producers, Canadian producers, OPEC, they've got to produce more. And until we have a way for us to get like 2 million barrels a day is what we really have to make up. That's what we got to be looking for. So I don't think oil goes that much lower, Eric. I really don't. I think oil doesn't go much lower than 85 or 90. I think it stays elevated for a while. Been watching you for 2 months. Nice, Kevin. Like what I see. I need you to be honest with me. Am I sold either? I need you to be honest with me. I am sold either way. I know you have that application. Can you do this with a full-time job? Okay, Kevin, great question. Instead of me answering it for you, brother, I'll actually let members answer the question for you, because it's easy for me to say that, yes, you can do this. I sit in front of my computer screen all day long, but let's actually ask members themselves, and I'll let them answer your question, Kevin. Gang, I'm talking directly to TTG members now. If you're a member of True Trading Group, if you work a full-time job and are making money with TTG, I want you to type the number 1 in chat and tell me what you do for a living. Okay, so again, if you work a full-time job, type the number 1 and tell me what you do for a living. So Kevin, I would just read some of the comments. That you see coming through in chat. A programmer, bartender, legal, manager, construction, school janitor, auto parts sales, cleaning service, a male gigolo. Very demanding job these days. Real estate, electrician. I own a bakery. Shipping, receiving, software engineer. All right. You guys, some good professions. I'm not going to read all of the ones that are coming through, but there's a couple of good ones in there. A truck driver, ESL teacher. You get the point. Okay. So Kevin, so like I said, brother, if anyone that thinks that, can you do this with a full-time job? You can see right now members that are typing away in chat telling you what they do for a living, and they're still able to make money. So yes, absolutely. Don't be shy, folks. Fire away. Ask your questions. I'm here for you. Big moves lower on DocuSign and Rivian after hours. It's so funny. Rivian's at $37. I remember when Rivian first came public and everybody was asking me how come I wasn't putting it in my long-term portfolio. And I told you guys you get a much cheaper price to enter Rivian. Do you think Big Oil seeing this as their last chance to really cash in before EV takes over? No, I don't. Because you got to realize like how the oil industry works. Okay. As prices go up like this, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because you want to produce more oil so that you can make more money. But if you produce more oil, then the price will start to go down. So it kind of counteracts itself. But to think that big oil companies are just going to disappear is ridiculous. They're not. To think that our world economy is not going to need oil for the next 40 years, okay, more, you're always going to need, oil is going to be here for a very long time. Everybody got very excited about green energy and electric vehicles. Folks, that is so far down the road until you get to a state where we no longer need oil. None of us on this live stream will probably be alive when that time actually comes. And even when oil eventually is and other energy sources are used, those big oil companies are going to be the ones that are providing that energy. If you think for 1 second that Chevron is just going to disappear into oblivion while Plug Power goes off to become the next Chevron, you're out of your mind. These companies have so much money and so much cash, and they are already investing tremendously into alternative energy sources, that your oil companies today will be the energy companies of the future through investment in technology, acquisitions. They will come and they'll take all the cash that they have, and they're going to buy the smaller green energy companies, and they're going to buy their technology and their patents, and they're then going to become the company that issues that energy. To think that Chevron and ExxonMobil are just going to disappear because electric vehicles are here is ridiculous. It's like saying that, Ford and General Motors are going to disappear just because of Tesla and Lucid. Absolutely not. Ford and General Motors and every other automaker in the world is also making electric vehicles. Okay, it's the reason why I'm not as bullish on all of the electric vehicle companies as a lot of other people are, because I think 85% of the electric vehicle companies that exist today, are going to go out of business. I think you're going to have like maybe 4 or 5 electric vehicle companies that like really kind of blossom, like Tesla, Rivian, Lucid, maybe NIO, and like maybe another, right? The rest of them will probably consolidate, get bought out, or go out of business because there's just not, the auto industry is not that big. You know, you're assuming that BMW, Porsche, Audi, Honda, Toyota, that what, they're not going to make electric vehicles? Of course they are. And you're seeing that now. Trust me, Chevron and ExxonMobil are not going anywhere. Fire away, folks. How long could inflation keep going realistically? Realistically, it can go on for a longer period of time. Inflation, listen, inflation is not something that's going to just go on for years, because inflation is not something that's going to go on for years because the Fed has tools to stop it. And that's just going to be raising interest rates. So, you know, inflation will start to go down this year. How much it goes down, that's going to be dependent on how aggressive the Fed is. I think the Fed will raise rates maybe, one or two times, and they're going to probably sit back and wait and see what effect is this having on inflation, if any. And then they'll continue to raise from that point on. But inflation, inflation next year will be lower than it is this year. And I think that by the end of this year, inflation will be lower because once you start to get rate hikes and the rate hikes start to filter through the economy, which takes a few months, that'll start to bring inflation down. That's a good question. I don't know. Is there a nuclear energy sector ETF? I don't think so. If there is, I don't know of it off the top of my head. I'm really not sure. That's something I would have to look into. I've actually never looked into that. So that's a good question. I'm not sure if there's anybody that's watching the live stream that maybe knows the answer to that. I want to be a swing trader. How do I develop a plan to learn how to become a competent trader? Okay. I want to be a swing trader. How do I develop a plan to learn how to become a competent trader? Okay. If you're completely new at this, which it sounds like maybe you are, you want to be a swing trader, how I develop a plan to become a competent trader. You've got to make sure that the first thing that you do is actually receive a real education, not just a gimmick, not just try to get rich quick, not just try to buy something that you read about on social media for no reason. You've got to actually get yourself a real education to understand how to take advantage of opportunities in the marketplace, because the opportunities that exist right now is unbelievable. The size of the moves that stocks are making right now is absolutely insane. With the VIX trading up around 30, you're getting like 2% moves and swings in the SPY in the overall markets, which is giving you tremendous moves in individual stocks. So getting educated right now to take advantage of this opportunity, the place where I would tell you to start is our Swing Trading Foundations curriculum. It's second to none. All right. Inside of True Trading, we day trade and swing trade. Okay. We have traders that focus on day trading and swing trading specifically. And then we have traders that do both. All right. That is a good place to start. And that is how you can really build a good core foundation from a swing trading perspective and understand like what are some swing trading setups, what are some swing trading strategies, and what are some of the types of trades that a swing trader would make, whether it's you want to figure out if it's stocks or options or high volatility, low volatility, large caps, small caps, etc. So going through our swing trading curriculum, I'd say is how you would be able to start developing a swing trading game plan. It really is second to none. I'm a single mom. I want to sign up, but if I do, I will have under 1K to trade with. What do you suggest? Listen, Tina, honestly, having less than $1,000 to trade with is plenty. You do not need tens of thousands of dollars to trade. Let me actually prove something to you, Tina. Guys, my teaching members, I'm speaking directly to teaching members now. After you signed up for a True Trading Group, if you started with less than $1,000 in your trading account and now you're making money, I would love for you guys to tell me what you started with and where you are now. Okay, so again, if you started with less than $1,000, tell me what you started with, and then tell me where you are today. Tina, I would just pay attention to some of the comments that you're going to see come through on chat right now. These are members that are going to tell you what they started with and where they are now today. Chris started with $500. He's now up to $4,500. Eric started with $560. He's now up to $17,000. ES from $600 now to $1,200. Christina, $480, is already at $900 after 1 week. Dean started with $1,000, has earned that back over 4 times now. Diane Fig started with $100 and is constantly making back the membership fee and paying bills. Lex, $1,000 to $19,000. Great job, guys. So there you have it, Tina. I would say just kind of, I don't need to keep reading the comments come through chat, but you can, keep reading some of those comments just so you have an idea of how many other teaching members started with less than $1,000 and then where they are today. It's important also to say, guys, it's also important to say that the results that you're seeing here are not just from following trade alerts. Okay. The results that you're seeing from people that are commenting in chat they put in a real effort to realize the results that they are seeing. Okay. That effort means, spending a couple hours a week. We don't need 40 hours a week, but spend a couple hours a week going through the courses, right? Going through passing the quizzes, watching the video library, workshops and webinars, attending our study groups, spending time in chat. Like, these are the things that have helped these people become successful and realize the results that you're seeing. It's not by luck. It's not by gambling. It's not by blindly just following our mods trade alerts. It's by actually putting in some effort and actually learning this skill. For all the new peeps in here, I'm going to say it once again. This is the best group that you are ever going to find, the best investment you will ever make in your trading journey. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that very much. Folks, that was a great Q&A session. Hope you all got something out of it. For those of you that are not TTG members and I did not get to your question, don't worry about it, because we do this 6 nights a week. Just make sure you click on the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell to make sure you never miss out on any one of these live streams. If you are a TTG member, just send me or any one of the 8 other pro trader moderators a tagged message in chat tomorrow. We'll be happy to answer the question for you. And if we miss it, listen, we know several thousand active and educated TTG family members that will make sure that you get the answer that you need. If the ability to access me or any of the other pro trader moderators in chat at any time during the day sounds strange to anyone that's not a teaching member, let me assure you guys that it's the norm at True Trading Group, as well as its members helping members. That's what's part about making the TTG family a family. Like, our members, you got to see, guys, when people in chat actually ask a question, if the moderators or I don't see it, or maybe we're busy trading, we're doing other things, the members are in there firing away, answering questions for people. During the day, we have around 3,000 people that are in the chat room and that are helping each other, and questions are getting answered and trade ideas are getting discussed. I mean, it really is an incredible interactive environment. But speaking of non-TTG members, Folks, I want to see what we're working with here. If you're not a member of True Trading Group and maybe this is your first live stream, I'd like for you to type the number 1 in chat right now. Don't be shy, folks. Type the number 1 if you're not a member of True Trading Group. And we got 2. We got Zach Garber, Fernando, Louis, Jacqueline Woods, Let's Think with B, Tina Justice, Logan Chi, Unique Thomas, Eric Ronquillo, LD, Winter Park, Joey, JS Branton, Jermaine, Elvis, Kevin D, Lori. Beautiful, guys. A lot of people typing the number 1 in chat. Welcome to the TTG live stream, folks. All of you typing the number 1 in chat. I want to listen. True Trading Group's like the Netflix of trading communities. Okay, because you pay one price for the entire year. You get access to all of our current and future courses and all of our current and future premium tools. Normally, this is $2,212. However, for the next 20 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121 at checkout, will receive a 45% discount, which brings the price down to just $1,203 for the entire year. And as a special way of saying thank you, the next 20 people that sign up before midnight tonight will receive a brand new free laptop for you to trade on. And you're also going to get 2 small private study groups to help you get the individual attention that you need. At TTG, we combine a professional trading education curriculum that's both in-depth and complex, yet still very easy to understand and implement quickly. Whether you've never traded a day in your life or you're a pro looking to gain an edge, TTG's educational curriculum and platform can help you reach financial goals that you never thought were possible. We combine that with premium investing tools from today's top financial tech companies that if you purchase these tools on your own, would be well over $4,000 a year. As a member of TTG, you get top of the line tools from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, CBOE, Polygon, Trade Ideas, ETNA, and so much more. And to top it all off, a community of active and educated, like-minded and helpful traders and investors that are led by TTG's team of pro trading moderators that have over 100 years of combined experience that is currently sporting about an 80% win rate collectively with a focus on stocks, options, futures, day trading, swing trading, but also long-term investing and a place where your results actually matter. We genuinely care whether you guys succeed or fail. TTG exists to empower the retail trader. And the bottom line here is that TTG, the vast majority of our members are making money and becoming better traders. And if you don't believe me, watch this. Guys, now I'm talking to members directly. If you are a member, and very simple, are you making money and becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group? If that answer is yes, I want you to type the $ in chat right now. I want you to type the $. I'm switching up on you, the $. Type that $ in chat right now if you guys are making money because of True Trading Group. Now, anybody that's not a member, my advice to you, just count how many $ are flying through in chat right now. Now, you just heard me go on for about 15 minutes about how great TTG is and why you should spend your hard-earned money here to invest in yourself. Well, now you can watch as I put my money where my mouth is. Because anyone that signs up by midnight Eastern tonight, not only do you save 45% off the $22.12 and pay only $12.03, not only do you get a free laptop to trade with, not only do you get 2 small private study groups to get individualized attention to help you succeed, not only do you get all current and future courses and premium tools during your membership, but I'm going to give you a double your money back at the end of your membership if you do not make the $12.03 back at least once throughout your membership. Let me say that again. I'm going to give you double your money back at the end of your membership if you do not make the $12.03 back at least one time throughout your membership. As long as you complete all our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group throughout the year. By the way, you have the answer key for all the quizzes, so that's not the catch. So just to clarify, I am offering the next 20 people that sign up for $12.03 using coupon code TTG121. Right now, before midnight, I'm offering you a double your money back guarantee. Now, why do we do that? Are we desperate? No. We're actually quickly approaching 10,000 active paying members of True Trading Group. But we simply feel that if we're going to come up here and ask you to believe in us and invest, then we need to double down on that and put it up with you. And this is our way of doing that. I believe so strongly in the program that we have created at True Trading Group, the platform that you have access to, that with just a little bit of effort, I don't need 40 hours a week. Give me a couple hours a week. I'm confident that's enough to help you reach your goals. Go to ttgoffer.com right now. The price is going to show $22.12. You have to enter the coupon code TTG121 and then hit enter. That'll bring the price down to $12.03. Then just enter your info and check out. You will see for yourself on ttgoffer.com, there is no fine print. Everything we just said is there, and everything we said you get is there and more. You'll know you're getting one of those 20 signups if you see a laptop in your checkout cart. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you are good to go. Take advantage of this price. It's being walked up daily until we get back to our $22.12 price point. You just got to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. All right. Now it is time. Let's get into the main topics of the live stream this evening. Okay. First, we'll talk about the overall markets. Then we are going to dive into my money maker today. Right here, folks. This is where we made our money today. HYMC, good for about a 48% gain on the final take profit. Was an absolute monster of a trade. Congratulations to my Teachy fan that caught a piece of this. That's a 48% gain on the final take profit. Was a beast on HYMC. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it was about this trade setup that made me believe this stock was going to push later in the day. But first, we got to welcome Kevin. Kevin's the newest member of the Teachy family. Everybody welcome Kevin. There's 19 of those laptops left, folks. Just go to ttgoffer.com. Use that coupon code TTG121. You'll be able to take advantage of that 45% discount and get the double your money back guarantee. I put my money where my mouth is. You guys have the opportunity right now to use that code. The next 19 people, free laptop, 45% off, 2 study groups, double your money back guarantee. All right. So I'll talk to you guys about HYMC. What was it about this stock that made me believe that this was going to run higher in the afternoon? So the lesson today for HYMC on how you can make money from this going forward is what to look for to determine that a stock is going to make a run in the afternoon. Now, there's different times of day. The trading day is broken up into 3 sessions: the morning session, lunchtime, and the afternoon. There's specific things that I'll look for in order to gauge if I think a stock's going to make a run in the afternoon. That's going to be the lesson on HYMC, so you can take that lesson and make money as early as tomorrow. First, I want to go over the overall markets and what happened today from a bigger picture, and then we're going to talk about HYMC and how you guys can make money with that lesson tomorrow. Today, I talked about this briefly earlier on the live stream, but let's talk a little bit more detail. Yesterday, the markets rallied hard. Why? Markets rallied yesterday because there were hopes that the foreign ministers of Russia and Ukraine were going to meet today for the very first time in person to try to get some type of progress towards diplomacy to kind of end the horrific war that's taking place right now in Ukraine. You also had oil prices come down as well, as you had some comments from different countries. Oh, everybody got to welcome John. We got to welcome John first. John, welcome to the TTG family. Everybody welcome John. There are now just 18. Count them. 18 laptops left, folks. Just go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code, and you guys can be able to take advantage of the offer I'm showing you now. What do you seriously think about what you have to risk? If you join True Trading Group right now and spend $12.03, it's an investment. I'm going to back that investment up by saying, if you do not make the $12.03 back at least once during your membership, I will give you double your money back. Okay, so you will pay $12.03, and I will give you back $2,406. That means you're going to get a 100% return on this investment, and you're going to keep a free laptop. That's a couple $100 right there as well. Because don't forget, the next 18 people get a free laptop. You'll know you're one of them if you see a laptop on your checkout cart. Just go to ttgoffer.com right now. Your risk, yeah, exactly. Skippy Jr., I like that. Your risk is not joining the TTG platform. That's where your risk lies. By going into the market uneducated, unprepared every day. That's your risk. Joining TTG is taking that risk away, and I'm throwing that double your money back guarantee on top of it. All right. Let's get back to the SPY. Yes, I like that. Don't trade blindly. I like that. Julie, my TTG fam, coming in heavy. I love it. You guys have learned so much. It really makes me so damn proud. Makes me so damn proud. Okay, so back to the SPY. All right. So that was yesterday. Yesterday, oil pulled back. Markets moved higher. We need that. Right now, you have an inverse correlation between oil and the overall markets because the I'm sorry, guys. I was just reading a message that caught me off guard for a second. I'm sorry about that. So anyway, oil, as long as, like I said before, as long as oil is up around 120, 130, that's way too high. Okay. The economy will not be able to continue growing at the rate that we need if oil is that high. Okay. The consumer can't be spending $6 a gallon on gas and have that not affect purchasing power elsewhere. That would be enough to slow down the economy. So as oil runs higher at these levels, now there's not a direct inverse with oil in the overall markets when oil is at like $50 or $60 a barrel because it doesn't matter. But when oil is this high, it does. So as oil has pulled back, the markets caught bid yesterday and you had a big rally. And then, like I said, people were excited thinking maybe the foreign ministers meeting for the first time in person, there could be some type of progress made. Everybody, welcome Robert. Everybody, welcome Robert. There are now only 17 laptops remaining. 17. Okay, there are now only 17 laptops remaining. Everybody, welcome Robert. Guys, just go to ttgoffer.com. Use that code TTG121. All right. Now, today, everybody realized that what happened between Russia and Ukraine's foreign ministers was absolutely nothing. There was no progress made at all whatsoever. None. Was basically a complete waste of everyone's time. Russia wants them to surrender. Ukraine doesn't want to surrender. There was no progress made at all. Markets gapped down this morning on the back of that disappointment. So that was a lot of the reason why the markets were up yesterday. Then the CPI data came out, and that really didn't move the markets that much. Yes, the CPI data came in hot, 7.9%. Last month was 7%. But it's not as high as some people thought it might be. There were some people that thought we might see 8 or 9%. I was kind of one of the people that thought we were going to see around 8 or 9%, and we didn't really see it. We didn't really get it. Okay. So the markets today had this big gap down, and we just kind of bounced around a little bit in the morning. I got myself into some put options early in the day. When we were kind of rejecting up here, I stepped in, I got myself some put options right inside here. And then we pushed higher, almost stopped me out. We went right up into this previous level from yesterday. So here's this previous support level from yesterday. And then that found resistance, and then we rolled it. So then we rolled it over. We started making new lows. I took some profit off. I took some profits off on my put options. And then we just started to rally back later in the day. And I exited the last piece of my put options for basically almost really a non-event trade. These were take profits. This was a loss. I feel like I did all this work on the SPY, but for really, for a net nothing. and the market's kind of bounced back. Now, the reason why I feel like the market's bounced back today is probably because of oil pulling back. All right, that's kind of the reason why I think that maybe the markets rally back later in the day. All right, because oil had pulled back all the way down to 106. Okay, so I don't know. I still do think I'm still in the camp that the markets do trade lower. And what I'm actually going to be looking for now going into tomorrow is for us to just kind of run out of steam up here. Like this little area right in here, I'm looking for this area to just kind of run out of steam. You guys can see we had some previous support. I'll draw this out for you guys. Previous support back here. Now it's kind of acting as resistance, and I'm going to look for that to kind of give it up and then start to trade back down to the downside because I want us to go back down and I want us to test this level. So I still do remain bearish, even though we had the huge rally yesterday and the markets, hung in there today when everybody thought the markets were going to flush. It hung in there. I still do remain bearish on the overall markets. The opportunity that there is right now, guys, in the overall markets is just tremendous. Okay, the volatility that you're seeing, the size of the moves that you're getting, this is one of the greatest times to be a trader that's going to be day trading, swing trading, like just getting yourself into a long-term portfolio and just sitting. This is not the environment for that. This is the environment for active people that are going to be either day trading, get in today, get out today, or swing trading, get in today, get out tomorrow or any day thereafter, because the size of the moves that the markets are making. So now's the time to get yourselves educated. All right. So let me go over to now HY. Let me go over now to HYMC. All right. This is where we made the money, where I made the bulk of this is where I made my money today. The SPY really didn't give me anything, but this was a monster trade. Everybody welcome Keith, Abdul, and Matt. Keith, Abdul, and Matt. There are now 14 laptops left. Everybody welcome Keith, Abdul, and Matt. So guys, remember, go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. All right. Let me actually just touch base real quick back on the SPY trade. You guys attended my workshop last week that was how to trade during a market crash and how to build wealth in your long-term portfolio. I went over some key lessons that actually were very helpful in this SPY trade today, and that involves risk management and proper position sizing. So when you're in a very high volatile environment, which is what we are in, and markets are moving around as violently and as quickly as they are, you want to make sure that if you're going to trade something like the SPY, or honestly any stock for that matter, because the volatility is higher, therefore the moves are larger, it's going to be wise for you to reduce your position size and give the stocks a little bit more wiggle room on your stop losses. Because typically having a $1 stop loss on the SPY in a normal environment, that could be enough between your entry and your stop loss, depending on the areas that you're getting in. But in this environment, you're talking $2, $2.50 of risk on the SPY from where you enter to where stop losses are. But the reward is there as well, because you're getting $5, $6, $8, $10 moves when the markets pick direction. So when you have increased volatility like that, and this is a direct lesson from that workshop was recorded. It's in the video library. You guys can all, as a member of True Trading Group, you can go watch that workshop. It's a 2.5 hour long workshop that's teaches you how to trade during a market crash, but also how to build wealth in a long-term portfolio during a market crash. I highly recommend you guys go check that out if you haven't seen it already. But reducing your risk and allowing more wiggle room between your entry and your stop loss on a particular trade is something that I teach you guys in that workshop. And that held very true for me today on the SPY, because I almost stopped out of this thing. I'm not going to, I wasn't very comfortable when the markets were making this pushback early in the morning. I was not. I really was not comfortable during this push. But I'm position sized correctly. And then we got right up into the stop area and I almost stopped it out. I gave it a little bit more wiggle room and I'm glad that I did, because then we rolled it over and made new lows and I was able to actually peel profit off the table instead of taking a loss. I was actually able to get some profit out of that trade on that pullback down there to fresh session lows. So, proper position sizing and risk management is crucial, especially in a really volatile environment like we find ourselves in now. Okay, so that was a lesson directly from that workshop. Now let's move back over to HYMC. So like I said, folks, this was the home run today, and this thing actually still looks pretty damn good. I'd keep an eye on this thing here after hours. You got a nice, a little bit of a bull flag that's forming here, right? I'll keep an eye on this because this area is a key level of resistance. I'll just draw a line across this area and I'll make this line a little bit bigger and we'll go to the daily chart and I'll show you the resistance level that I'm talking about. There it is. Okay, there's your gap fill, right? See this gap from early November? That's your gap fill. That was my final take profit target. It's 168. My final take profit today on HYMC was 165. 165. Gustavo, Ilona, and Israel, welcome. 11 laptops left, guys. Gustavo, Ilona, and Israel, welcome to the TTG family. Everybody, welcome. 11 laptops left. Folks, that's it. 11 left. Make sure you guys get over there now. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Use it now. Make sure you guys can claim that laptop before we run out of them. All right. So now let's get back to HYMC and I'll walk you through the entire trade because the lesson that I want to go over with you guys here, guys, don't forget the price goes up at midnight tonight as well. So if you want that 1203 price point, you got to jump on it now. The price goes up at midnight tonight, and then we only have 11 of those laptops left. All right. So let's talk about HYMC. This is my big winner of the day today. Now, I'll show you exactly where the entry was right here. I'll show you the take profits, and then we will discuss. Show the take profits, and then we will discuss the entry, okay, and what it was that we saw. So there's the entry, and there are your take profits on HYMC. I'll just give you the exact timestamps for those that want it. At 2:38 p.m., long at $1.11, and then we took profits at $1.22, $1.32, $1.42. So literally every 10 cents, $1.22, $1.32, $1.42, then $1.57, and then final take profit, $1.65. And again, $1.65. Why? Because my target was the gap fill to 168. All right, so I took profits off in front of that. All right. So let's talk about the setup though, and what made me think the stock was going to make a move late in the day. Something that you guys have to really pay attention to when you're looking for afternoon moves, stocks that are going to push higher late in the day. This is especially holds true for small caps. Volume is everything. Guys, pay attention because this is a lesson that's going to give you guys an opportunity to make some money with this as early as tomorrow. Okay, and you'll learn all of this stuff. This is just, one of many lessons, but this is the type of education you guys will get as a member of the TTG family. First time here, why don't you have a free trial? You're not that expensive compared to Warrior, Simpler, etc. But why not a trial? We do actually have a trial. It's not a free trial. We charge $3 for our trial. We charge $3 just to make sure that you're a real person. We like to maintain a very clean, supportive, thriving educational environment inside of our chat room. And the $3 allows us to just make sure that you're a real person and you're not, going to come in and just like spam the chat with like nonsense. So it's how we kind of filter through and make sure that our chat maintains its integrity. It's a 1 week trial. You get 7 days with us. You get 3 sample courses. You get to use our Benzinga news feed. You get to use our scanners. A lot of the tools of analyst ratings and all those things you'll be able to use and be in chat with us for a full week and see if True Trading Group is right for you. It's just $3. There's no automatic renewal. There's no reoccurring payment. It is a one-time payment of $3. That is it. If you do not manually upgrade to an annual membership, you're never charged again. It just expires. So if you're interested in the trial, you can go to ttgthree.com. That's ttg3.com. And you guys can join us for a 1-week trial. Get your butts in chat with us tomorrow. And then don't worry about sign up tonight for the trial because you'll have Friday to Friday. The weekends don't count. All right. So you'll still be able to be with us in chat tomorrow. You can go over courses over the weekend and then come in Monday ready to rock and roll. And you'll be able to ride it right through until Friday. Okay. So that's ttgthree.com. It's only $3, folks. It'll be the best damn $3 you ever spent in your life. All right. So that's it for the trial. Now, let me get back to HYMC. So, guys, again, the lesson here is going to be all centered around volume. Okay, it's a lesson on volume. That's how I was able to determine that I thought this stock still had juice today. Because when you are looking at a stock, okay, that makes a new high of the day, either during lunchtime or coming out of lunchtime. Lunchtime is typically from 12 to 2 Eastern. Okay, so where's 12 to 2? Right there. That's lunchtime. All right. This is the morning. And this is the afternoon. Okay. These are your 3 segments of a trading session. Okay. These are your 3 segments of a trading session: morning, lunchtime, afternoon. Now, typically, I do not trust lunchtime breakouts. That's a stock that makes a new high in between the hours of 12 and 2. I don't trust it unless it's accompanied by the heaviest volume of the entire day. Everybody welcome Brandon. 10 of those laptops now remain. Everybody welcome Brandon. 10 laptops now remain. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. Don't forget, I'm going to give you double your money back if you guys don't make your membership fee back at least once during that membership. Go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group. Do not make the 1203 back. I'll give you $2,406 back. That's how confident I am. That's how I put my money where my mouth is. Nobody else is going to offer you that. They're not as confident in their ability to help you become successful as we are. Our refund rate is only 1.73%. That's it. 1.73%. That's our refund rate. Now, I share that with you because obviously to show you how infrequently we get a refund request, but also to prove to you that it is in fact real. Anyone that's gone through the courses, passed the quizzes, attended a study group, and never made the 1203 back was never denied the refund that they've asked. Ever. All right. Back to HYMC. So again, I don't trust lunchtime breakouts unless heaviest volume of the day. Now, we broke through, and I just drew a line across that previous high of the day. Okay, here's your previous high of the day. It's actually your initial morning high right here. We broke through that at 1 o'clock. Typically, I don't trust those moves unless heaviest volume of the day. Now, at the time, let's go way back. Okay, now look at the stock at this moment. At the time, lunchtime breakout, but heaviest volume of the entire day on that break. So now I can trust this breakout. Okay, now we can start to trust this breakout. All right. Everybody welcome Jonathan. Jonathan, newest member of the TTG family. There are now just 9 laptops remaining. 9 laptops remaining. Everybody welcome Jonathan, TTG. Offer.com, TTG121 coupon code. As long as you see a laptop, you know you're getting one of them. Okay? We got 9 of them left. Back to HYMC. Guys, take notes. I'm raining golden nuggets down from above. Do not take out the umbrella. Let the golden nuggets smack you right in the face. This is how you guys can make money tomorrow. This lesson is something you can literally implement tomorrow. I know me and my TTG fam will. My THD fam and I, take that back. All right, let's keep moving now. So when you see stocks break through highs of the day like that with the heaviest volume of the day, understand this: the heavier the volume on the break, the greater the chance that previous high becomes support now. So you start looking for pullbacks into that prior high for buying zones. Now, here's one of them. Look at this. Bang. Now, there's your pullback right back into the previous high. It holds support. Bang. Extends higher, new highs again. Now, this is when this stock really caught my attention. But why is this stock catching my attention right now? Because guess what? Once again, heaviest volume of the entire day. So I don't trust lunchtime breakouts unless it's a company with the heaviest volume of the day. I just got a lunchtime breakout with the heaviest volume of the day. This tells me this stock has momentum. So when a stock's going to make a break like that and give me that kind of volume, look at the volume compared to the volume this stock traded in the morning. The morning is typically the most active trading session of the day. Not always. So when I saw that kind of volume, I'm saying to myself, this stock's got juice. This stock has momentum. Then I go and I take a look at the daily chart. Let's delete everything real quick and let's go to the daily. And I see this on the daily. I see we have a very key resistance level here around 140, right? Previous high from 2 days ago. Okay. There's some highs from the gap down. And then there's a previous level of support. All right. So I'm saying there's a resistance level here. And I'm saying if we can get through that level, we can really see a nice little squeeze because that's a major level of resistance. So now I have what I consider a nice looking daily chart, right? A nice looking daily chart and a nice looking intraday chart with increasing volume, just like we like it. So just like we did here, we looked for a stock that broke through the high of the day with the heaviest volume of the day. You look for a pullback back towards that high for a buying zone. You got another break through the high, heaviest volume of the day. So just like this previous break, what do? We look for that previous high to now become the level of support. This is technical analysis 101, all centered around the volume. So I waited for a pullback, and then there it is. Look at that. Bang. Beautiful pullback right back in to test that previous high. But here's the other kicker. And I want you to really, really, really pay attention to this lesson. As the pullback happens, volume declines. That is crucial to this trade. Heavy volume on the break, decreasing volume on the pullback. So heaviest volume of the day on the break, decreasing volume on the pullback. And we stepped in and got long right here, all right, on HYMC at $1.11. Okay, so right there is the entry at $1.11. Stop loss where? You guessed it, just beneath that previous high. So there becomes the stop loss right there. Guys, if anyone's having issues signing up, if you're having issues signing up, or maybe you have questions about the membership, send a text message. Do not call. It's a text-only phone number. Send a text message, 201-775-9702. It is right there at the bottom of your screen, 201-775-9702. Numbers at the bottom of your screen. Send a text message now. All right. So there's the entry now at $1.11, and the rest is history. Beautiful move, right? Beautiful move. And we just start ripping profits off the table. It was a thing of beauty, folks. And it all goes back to what? The volume. All right. Nice. Johnny Green. Johnny Green says, I've been watching you for over a year. Finally joined today. Looking forward to learning more about trading. Johnny, it's going to be my honor and pleasure to help you learn more about trading. Welcome to the TTG family. All right. So guys, the rest of you that want to join the TTG fam, you can do so now by going to ttgoffer.com. Use that coupon code TTG121. This lesson that I just went over with you is one of many that you will get ingrained into your skull through the educational curriculum and everything that we have inside of True Trading Group. These type of lessons are what we talk about on a daily basis inside of chat. Guys, if you made money today on HYMC, I want to know about it. If you made money on my HYMC trade, sound off in chat right now. I want to know. Tell me how you did. You know, I love it when the THD fam hits a good one. 48% on that final take profit. This was a monster. From $1.11 all the way up to $1.65. Lex says TTG is the best investment that I've ever made. This is where the learning takes place, TTG. Muhammad pulled out a solid 18% gain. I love it. Rachel Wilkinson nailed it today. Beautiful. I love it. Guys, this thing's actually moving higher now. I nailed it, but I got out a little early. That's okay. Money's money. My boy Nas, what's up, brother? He says we're printing money like the Fed. Not anymore. The Fed is no longer printing money. No more printing money for the Fed. Way to go, John. John got out at 164. Rachel pulled out 20% profits. Great job. Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay, folks, so there you have it. There's HYMC. There's the key lesson and the main topic of the day today, using that volume to identify stocks that are going to make afternoon moves. That's how you can take advantage and profit as early as tomorrow. I'll be in chat. My TT fam will be in chat. The question is, where will you be? Should be in chat as well. All right. Great stream, folks. The code word for today is money. If you are a member of True Trading Group, this is for you only. If you're not a member, this code word is not for you. We do a lot of fun giveaways with members. We give away cash. We give away electronics. This is part of one of those giveaways. Folks, the code word for today is money. Money. That is the code word for today. Now, for those of you that are interested, I will actually show you the TTG platform. Okay, all the tools and resources. Remember, TTG is like the Netflix of trading communities. You pay one price for the whole year. You get access to everything that we have. Normally, this is $2,212. However, the next 9 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121 at checkout will automatically receive a 45% discount, brings the price down to $1,203 for the entire year. As a special way of saying welcome to the family, you will get a brand new free laptop that you can trade with. You're also going to get 2 small private study groups with the pro trader at TTG, so you can get some of the individual attention that you need. As part of your TTG annual membership, you will get immediate access to our daily trading chat room. You'll be able to watch as myself and 8 other professor traders share their screen. We are live on the microphone talking to you like I'm talking to you now, calling out trades, providing market commentary. Okay, you're going to get at least a minimum 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders that is currently sporting about an 80% collective win rate. We're fully transparent. We keep a journal on our website. It tracks every buy and sell that we make directly from our trading accounts, so you can see for yourself how you'd be performing if you were following along with our alerts. You also get the 2 small private study groups. I told you guys about that. Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service in chat. You cannot rely on delayed news like Yahoo Finance. In this environment, traders that get the news first win. It's just that simple. This news service would cost you over $1,400 a year on its own if you were to go to Benzinga directly to pay for it. It's included with your membership to TTG, and you pay just $1,203. In addition to everything else that I'm about to show you is all included for just $1,203. TradingView's charting software. One of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders, yours included free with your membership. You also get the Trade Ideas Scanner, the industry standard AI software, streams on the TTG platform every day that will always make sure you are focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Which stocks are making new highs, new lows, which ones have a surge in volume. That's how we make sure you're focused on the best stuff during the day. We also have a simulator. Folks, use the simulator. The simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning. This is the same simulator that is used in the business departments for Cal State University Fullerton, University of Wisconsin Whitewater, Berkeley Haas, and Illinois Tech. Use the simulator. It is there for you. You also can use our own proprietary scanner that has the same functionality as FinViz Elite, but also lets you scan for crypto. You also have access to dark pool data and unusual options activity. This is stuff used to only be available to professionals, not anymore. This is how we level the playing field. This is how we empower the retail trader by giving you access not just to the education, but also the tools that professional traders have access to make better informed decisions. You're going to get our full trading performance journal, track all of your trading, get statistics and data, see what you're doing wrong. Game changer when you're trying to make adjustments. We also have a social sentiment scanner. I know it just keeps getting better. Social sentiment scanner. This will scour StockTwits, Reddit, and Twitter and tell you what stocks are being mentioned the most on social media. That can help you stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings. Unlimited downloadable PDF reports on any stock you are interested in. Unlimited analyst ratings. Find out how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular stock before you buy it. Then you have our watch list and game plan. Every single morning, you will get a watch list of the stocks that the moderators at TGG have their eyes on with a game plan that explains how we plan on trading them. Then you have the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of the curriculum that I received when I worked at a hedge fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses. There's advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto. There's even a course about how to trade during a market crash. Every single course is included. There are no upsells for VIP courses or pro courses that cost you more money. You get access to every single course with your annual membership for just $12.03. Then we have a video library. Has over 200 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we conduct live, and then we record them, we put them in the video library so you can watch them at later dates. How to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to trade during a market crash, how to build wealth in your long-term portfolio, just to name a few. And then on March 28th, set your reminders, folks. My next live workshop, March 28th, totally free for TeachD members, but it's for members only. The psychology of trading, how to control emotions to achieve profitability. You better be there. March 28th. It's totally free for TeachD members. You have to register. Registration is now live. Go to your member dashboard under event registration. You will see the link to register for my workshop. Everybody welcome Jason, the newest member of the TeachD family. Welcome, Jason. 8 laptops now remain. Welcome, Jason. Folks, do not wait another minute. Get your butts to tgdoffer.com. Use that coupon code before we run out of laptops. Remember, as long as you see one in your checkout cart, that means you are getting one. And anything we add in the future, like if we add a new course, we add a new tool, doesn't matter. You don't pay anything extra for it. It's included, just like Netflix. Listen to me. It is not time. I'm sorry. Is it not time that you invested into something real? Something that actually has the ability to actually help you reach your goals? Is it not time for you to stop watching the 1% get richer while you feel like you stay stuck? Guys, look, we can't promise you the world, mansions and Lamborghinis and private jets and yachts, but we can promise you that you will get access to the education, the tools, the resources, the guidance, the mentorship that is necessary in order to become consistently profitable in the overall markets. We promise you a chance, a real chance at success, as long as you put in some effort. We can promise you that we will give you double your money back if you fail to make the membership fee over a year. We can promise you that we actually do care about your success. And we can promise you that the day you sign up to True Trading Group and pay that fee is the day that our relationship begins. There's a lot of other groups and services out there that they're in your face every day. As soon as you sign up, you never hear from them again. The day that you sign up and become a part of the TeachD family, that's the day that you and I start to talk on a daily basis. The day that you have access to all of the moderators, aside from just myself. The day that you can communicate with all the members inside of the TeachD family. That is when your relationship begins, the day that you sign up. The ball's in your court. Thanks so much for being here, folks. Make sure you join us tomorrow when we go live for our weekly recap at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on this YouTube channel. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Don't forget, the membership goes up at midnight tonight, so take advantage. The price you pay today is the price you pay for life. You pay $12.03 today. Let's say next year when you want to renew your membership, and I'm confident you're going to want to, we have a retention rate of 77%. So next year, if our membership's $22.12 or $2,500, you'll only pay $12.03. All right, guys, take advantage. The membership goes up at midnight tonight. That's not a bluff. The price will be higher after midnight tonight. Go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow.